Hello, sport fans. Mauricio here. Well, let's get our webpage going. So go ahead and double click your icon, Visual Studio icon, and this is what you get. And you may have a different version, or you could download your own version if you want. That's a long story. But you just click this continue without code down there, nothing else. And then file, open, website. So you are getting assigned a website. In that website, you can have several folders and lots of web pages. But you just get one website. So you just open it. That's the only way to start this. File, open, website. Any other way is just going to make trouble. Now, this account is going to be given to you. Yours will have a different ending, MF57 or something. But all you do, and so you probably have to type that in, and it's backspace CB College of Business -OT Office of Technology -dev ST06. That means development station. It's a server in Pullman maybe, or who knows where the cloud is storing this. .ad Active Directory .wcu .edu / and then your account. So first thing you have to do is open up your web space that has been given to you. There may be some other questions here. Obviously, I'm not the first time using this, but if there is other questions, you want to log in as a web developer. So it's bringing up the last one I worked on, and I just want to mention, don't worry. This is HTML, but we're just going to use this design screen, not the source screen. The design screen looks a lot better. I guess I can just show this to you for a minute. There is a whole video, and we'll see if this starts up. So, how do you run a web page? You right-click the web page. That's not working. So you right-click the web page, and you view in browser. We have to get used to these windows, by the way. You pin them. I don't ever hit the X here. I hit the pin, and then it stays if I need to work on it. Similarly, this toolbox we'll be using in a minute. We pin it to keep it there, and then the rest of the time. So when you're building the interface and dragging, controls over these data entry, when you're building the interface, you use this toolbox and then you put it away. So you put the push pin horizontal and it goes away. I wanted to show that, so how do you know you're on your web page? You have a globe there and it'll say your account if you log in right. And I encourage you to make a folder. You just right-click, add folder. It takes a little while to warm up. But you add a folder, and then inside the folder, I'd have two folders, one maybe experimentation or play, the other one assignments. There we go. So you add a new folder, or you could add a new item. A new item is the ASPX page. So you have one folder or two folders, and then you put a bunch of new items in the folder. I'll just show this for a second. So new item, and we're always going to use this blue one, Web Forms, and we're always going to use Visual Basic. But that's not our goal for the moment. But I wanted to show you that you get 2 for the price of 1. ASPX file is the GUI. Again, we use design mode here. And the .vb, that's where the code goes. So these two kind of work together. And if you want to, you could right-click that and browse with. Now, that's where you set which internal browser you're going to use. I use Chrome, set as default, and then you'll never need that window again. But it's nice. We have the code separated from the interface, and so you right-click on the white space screen somewhere and view in browser, and then you get, yeah, sadly, you can't see my icon at the bottom there, but the Google browser or whatever browser you used will flash, and then you just click on it, and then you have something that works. So our goal today is to get these different tabs going here. So let me start a new web page, and we'll do this together. Hang on. All right, so this is where we're going to be this semester, FA25. So I'm going to add a new item, and always a web form, and this is quite different than Excel. You cannot rename this after you name it. Well, actually, you could rename it, but it's pretty hard, actually. You have to change the name 4 places, so please give a thought to the web page name. I'm going to call this one Shopify Video. I encourage you to just call it Shopify. And again, it's a web form, Visual Basic only. That's the only language I want to use in this class. I use it because it's so much like English, and so it's fantastic for rookies. So you just go bring it back to the design mode here. I don't know, I got in the habit of hitting the down arrow and then the up arrow. And then just open up this box. And now, so there we go. There's our original, and now here's our new web page. Again, you get 2 for the price of 1. The ASPX is all the web controls. The .vb is the code. So now we don't need this solution explored. You know, that shows us, it's kind of like file manager. We don't need that. So we push that to the side. By the way, if you ever lose any of your windows, you can go ahead and get a new version of it here. But I don't hit the X. But here we go. This is about multiviews. So here we go. A multiview is a container. So above it, I'll go ahead and put Shopify. What are we going to call it? Shopify system. And it is a Microsoft product, so format, font, you know, it should feel kind of similar. And no idea what to do about a font there, but that's good enough. All right, so what you want to do is another time we'll use image buttons where you have a cute picture for your button, but we'll use link buttons. So go ahead, 1, and then tab over, pull the link button 2, space, tab over, link button 3, space, tab over. So go ahead and get at least 6 up here, and now we have properties over here, so I'm going to right click and hit properties. Whoops. Right here and hit properties, and this window pops up, and I'll go ahead and pin it here. And that's link button 1. But I just want to change the text. So what goes first? I guess products. And then link button 2, you can select it here. And I guess that's categories. So as soon as you click off it, it'll save it. Link button 3. Customers. So, and that, or you could just click it here and say properties, and it says link button 4. As soon as it's blue over here on the by the way, these are properties, and so we're setting the properties. These are the properties of the web object, which will use buttons and lists and text boxes. And so what comes after customers? How about sales entry? So that's our line items. And what else do we need? I suppose we should have sales analysis. And we could always add more here. And number 6, something about graphs, charts, graphs. Well, all right. So these are going to allow us to go to our different views, but Featherman we don't have any yet. So you open it up. Open up this multi-view. And then drag 6 views onto the screen. So there's view 1, and that'll be products. And then click out of it, back onto this container. So view 2. What happens is people drag them up here and it doesn't work, and they drag one view and another view and it doesn't work. So just stay outside the other views, so categories. Click out of it. Number 3, customers. So I added all 6, and it just occurred to me we're gonna maybe need another view for editing sales or reordering. I'm sure there's 5 other things we can do, but notice this asterisk here, so go ahead and save that, and you want to save things every once in a while. We don't need properties anymore, Windows, so that can go away. All right, so here's the next step. Double click each of those one at a time. So now we're going to add the code that actually puts the brings up the view. So here's your big line of code for today. Multiview 1. So this is IntelliSense. So you just hit the down arrow and then hit the tab. Dot to accept it. Active view index now equals 0. Now everything's 0 based. So view 0 is actually view 1 is actually index 0. So you'll get used to it. Again, not my idea. So you can see I've got all 6 done here. I'll hit the save button. I'll go back here. I'll hit the save button, and just right click, view in browser, and there we go. So we don't really have anything yet, but we could, and oh, I guess I have the number wrong, so that didn't hurt that you saw that. Let's see. 0, 1, 2. Yep, it's a little too early. 3, 4, 5. And that's how you get it to work. So that's setting up the views and the link buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.